everybody, Mark Nelson, CEO of Planning Incorporated, coming to you live here on this Tuesday morning with my weekly market and agent update. Glad you can join me. It is an exciting market right now with a lot going on, and pretty excited to bring you just some information today and what's going on in the market. And today we're going to talk about just a market update. Let me go back one slide so I can get our agenda up here. There we go. We're going to talk about updates from our friends at MBS Highway. Look, market is hot, inventory is tight, and there's a bunch of dynamics going around that. The other thing I want to talk about is some ideas, and I'm kind of dubbing it create your own inventory. And that's really this idea of how you can bring knowledge that you have from mortgage products and you can use them to market to your database. So hopefully this will be relevant to you. All right, let's jump right into it. The Federal Housing Finance Association, their FHFA House Price Index, this came out just this morning. Look, this measures home appreciation on single-family homes that have a conforming loan with it. Now, you can obviously have $1 million home with a conforming loan, but the majority of them are going to be houses in that mid-tier market. And so, for the most part, this is obviously going to be conforming loans, but in the houses that really the bread and butter of how we make our livings. Look, it's 5.2% month over month. You can look at this chart everywhere you look. It's just good news. I mean, the houses are raising in value, and it's a great market. Case-Shiller also came out. Now, this is considered to be the gold standard. There's really two indexes we focus on. One is a national index, and the other is this 20-city index, and kind of both are represented by this this chart. Now, typically, because this is taking all houses into effect, and not just ones with conforming loans, you'll see some lower numbers, but these are big numbers as well. And look, why is that? Well, most people think that rates, when they're this low, look, folks, we are approaching historic lows in interest rates right now. When they're this low, everybody says, oh, it's a buyer's market. Guys, I hate to tell you, in the mid-tier range, it is truly a seller's market right now. Why? And it's because inventory is so tight, because we have so many borrowers and houses are moving quickly. You can just ask yourself, if you're agent, when was the last time you had, if you're representing the buyer, you competed with just one loan. If you're a listing agent, you're just sitting back and bringing offers in. So you can understand why it's a seller's market. So that kind of brings up the idea is, look, if rates are this low, we've got to compete, and we've got to surround ourselves with team members, title companies and lenders and agents who really want to compete as well. And so what I'm going to try to discuss here just for a brief moment is how can mortgage products make an agent and a lender, for that perspective, more competitive, and can we generate some inventory, so to speak, if we just have a working knowledge of what these products are. So let's just run through these three quick bullet points. Number one, rates have been so low for so long. A lot of people have been shrinking down mortgages, which is a great thing, and they have a ton of equity in their homes. And people are making more money. So it's a great recipe. You got more money, more wages, and equity in your home. Look, know your database, know your customers. You may be able to approach these customers and say, hey, let's look at turning your equity into an investment property or a second home, a vacation home. You can use cash out to broaden your investment profile. And this works really nicely, obviously, because rates are so low even on the cash outs as well. So know your database, know your customers, and see if you can't take advantage of the equity and kind of create them into buyers looking for those investment homes. The other thing is, guys, look, as goes the health of the United States economy, it goes the health of self-employed borrowers, people who own their own businesses. Look, rates are low, that brings more self-employed borrowers into the game. The other thing is there are wonderful what are called non-QM products. Contact me and I'll go over what those are for you. There are wonderful non-QM products that can make these self-employed borrowers very competitive and open up some opportunities for them. Now, the last thing I'm going to leave you with is, the conforming loan amounts have risen. Houses are rising. That's obviously why they rose. But there are some alternatives up to the maximum conforming across the whole United States. Alternatives to jumbo loans. Great products. They underwrite very nicely, and they can really make your borrowers more competitive in a multiple bid scenario. So there are just three ideas of how you can use mortgage products and just a working knowledge of them to make you and your business more competitive in the marketplace to get some of these transactions closing for you. Look, message, call me anytime. I'd love to meet with people and work with new people. I appreciate you joining me today. Wish you the greatest of success and enjoy the rest of the day.